Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night, all sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former third-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback Nick Foles.
And no matter how many times it's said before, Nick Foles will always be linked first to Super Bowl 52 as the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles and the game's MVP. Valued by many teams as a high-end backup, we also know that he's capable as a starter.
Foles throw there, complete to Rodgers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw again on second down. Foles. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Foles. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now the former Notre Damer. This is C.J. Prosise. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Foles. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Here's Foles. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
He's checking Craig. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now Foles. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Ahmed again, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Salvon Ahmed taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. That time a 9-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Ashton Doolin now to return. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And they'll move backwards as the penalty is accepted.
Back to throw here. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll check this down to McFarland. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to Batson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He hits his running back, Procise. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. The shotgun handoff to Procise. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Foles, his throw incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The drive starts with C.J. Prosise, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
And that will be accepted.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll set up to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now back to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And his throw here's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This is Smith. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's taken in by Callaway. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
And he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make this a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
Donald, they jumped at that blitz.
Sleepy Joe, how hard is it to just not move before the snap? Not moving is all I do in Mar-a-Lago. It isn't difficult.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
I got you.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
You.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll go with Procise. And he will have the 1st down, but hold everything. A flag is down. This one might not stand. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up a throw, and his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Hassan Ridgeway in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will pin them back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. See, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll swing that out, complete to McFarland. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is taken at about the 14. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And that'll be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back to throw again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Foles, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's the former Super Bowl MVP, Nick Foles, with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Again, McFarland. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 10, Foles. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Pro-Size. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On play action, they'll throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
On 1st down, McFarland. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. An inside handoff. This is McFarland. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the 1st, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Foles. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Foles.
I can't believe they even let you play.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. From the gun, this will be McFarland. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. And he's taken down inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He'll check this down to McFarland. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll go option to the short side, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Oh, what is that?
That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to give the call and the 15 yards against them.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Devin Asiasi from 8 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point forthcoming. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now here comes Kansas City. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now Foles. That's complete to Rodgers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, Procise. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll try and run down here with Procise. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. C.J. Procise, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Santos with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The return is Doolin. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A throw over the middle taken in, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Time to go, night. Let's go. Big series right here. We gotta step.
And he's got this down to the 35.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go. I got. Mike, 44. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. They'll run it. This is Procise. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Ahmed. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Salvon Ahmed. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The return is Doolin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field.
Donald, he's been better this half.
Good job reading the numbers right on your screen, Sleepy Joe. Very smart of you.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal.
3 down. Hey, check.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Salvon Ahmed with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. You can talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The return is Doolin. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Strong right. You got 3 down.
Looking to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man complete, it's Taylor. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Taywan Taylor, 68 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Strong left. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 55 rushing yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Kansas City, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.